and the Ad Council.
WOKB, Winter Garden, Orlando.
Welcome to another edition of Real Family Talk. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another week of Real Family Talk. This is your host, Jay Real. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday evening. It's Tuesday, y'all. Real Family Talk. We're going to have some fun tonight. Let me go ahead and jump right in and introduce the panel. How you doing over there, Mr. King?
I'm doing great, Brother Real. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. How's it going, Miss Monica?
Doing real well. How are you doing, Jay Real?
Doing good, man. It's Tuesday. It's Real Family Talk Day. How you doing over there, Brother Jeremy?
I'm doing good, as always. How's everybody doing? Wonderful, I hope. It's Tuesday, as Jay Real said.
Last but not least, we got Miss McCrae's in the building. How you doing, Miss McCrae?
What's going on, y'all? I'm good.
Awesome. First up, let's dive right in, man. You guys see that Super Bowl, man? Anybody watch Super Bowl this weekend?
Ravens. Yeah. Yes. You mean the Beyonce Bowl?
The Beyonce Bowl? Is that what you
That's
call
who
it?
won.
Let me ask you this. Didn't I tell you who was going to win?
Did you say that?
Oh, my gosh.
Did
I
anybody else remember?
told you what was going to happen, man. Nobody wanted to hear what I said. Well, if what I said wouldn't have happened, everybody would remember that. Told you the Ravens was going to win. Ray Lewis was going to take it all the way.
Okay.
Yeah, the Ravens did win, man.
Yeah.
The Ravens did win. I was just glad that by the end of the second half, San Francisco showed up and actually participated in the game. That's what I'm happy about.
They couldn't get past that
Yeah,
defense.
I didn't even watch the rest because I saw the half. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is over.
That's what you felt like. I myself, I came in, and it was right after the little the blackout that they had, and I was like, this thing seems about over. Let me go jump in the shower real quick. Came out the shower, the score was 28-23. I was like, what?
The blackout was
Like,
the best
what
thing
in
that
the
happened
world
to them. They gave them some
happened
extra win.
in this game? Where did these 17 unanswered points come from?
They needed extra time.
Yeah.
That's what
Warm up.
happened. They had the 49ers that went and pulled the plug or something and had the blackout, gave them some extra time to get some extra plays because that's Super Bowl history. I ain't never seen a blackout during the Super Bowl. All the times that I've been in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's the first time it happened. I think it's a little suspect, though. You know, they gave San Francisco rest to come back, make it interesting. So I'm sure some people in Vegas are very happy.
You know what it remind me of?
I think they covered the spread.
That sprinkler commercial. When no. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. Where they was like, y'all wanted to go to overtime? And then he hit the button.
Yeah,
and then something crazy happened to make the game go to overtime or something like that. Mm-hmm. That's what it reminds me of. Somebody in Vegas hit the button and we're just going to make the lights go out, give them extra win. Because the Ravens was doing it on them. I got to give credit to the Ravens, and I'm proud to see them win.
Yeah, it's always nice when you see a great player go out on top, man. And certainly Ray Lewis, without question. Either, maybe you call him the greatest linebacker to ever play the game. Maybe you call him top 3 linebacker to ever play the game. But, in any case, he's one of the best football players in the NFL's history. And it's always nice to see those guys kind of ride out on the sunset, regardless of all the controversy surrounding him. So shout out to the Ravens for winning the Super Bowl. Go Pittsburgh. That's what I say. 2013.
Okay.
Go Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Go
right.
Pittsburgh. That's right.
Who are they?
The Steelers.
That's a good question.
The Steelers, baby.
Man, we talking about the Ravens.
Those Steelers.
We talking about the Ravens.
Right.
We talking about the Ravens. Sorry. But yeah, congratulations to the Ravens out there. Congratulations to the Harbaugh brothers and the Harbaugh family. I'm just glad to see Ed Reed get a ring too, because they was riding the ring real hard this year.
You won it at home too.
Yeah, exactly, in his hometown. So I'm glad to see him win a ring also.
Yeah, finally got his pick too in the postseason too. One of the things I thought was interesting about the game though, they were talking about Kaepernick's stats as well as the San Francisco offensive stats. And Kaepernick threw for over 300 yards in the game. They had 2 100-yard receivers in the game, and they had a 100-yard running back in the game, and they still lost the game. Like, you can't ask any more from, a rookie, essentially a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He played the best game he could have, but again, it just wasn't good enough. But they had the stats.
The Ravens took him out their zone. They didn't do anything they were used to doing consistently. Kaepernick got outside once. He scored a touchdown. Gore made a couple big runs. But like they got some yardage and they put some points up fast, but consistently through the whole game, like the first half, they were just shut down.
But usually that's how they've been playing the entire season. They had been playing kind of slow and picking up in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what we expected them to do. But, it's the Ravens, it's the Super Bowl. You got to come out fully charged.
Yeah, you got to come out fully charged in this game because if they get you up, that's when they start feeling good about themselves. And then they do everything they can to keep it down. And that's what happened. But, clearly watching the 49ers this year, I think it's pretty evident they will more than likely be right back in the thick of things next year. So they're going to have plenty of opportunities to get another ring in San Francisco. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We'll see.
They said the same thing about the Ravens 14 years ago. They're going to have plenty of opportunities.
But they said the same thing about the 49ers.
But the
49ers
Ravens
continue to get
the Ravens 14 years ago didn't have an offense.
Right.
Now they have an offense.
But they didn't have an offense, but the defense, they say the defense was good enough to carry them to at least a couple more Super Bowls within them years.
And clearly,
they said that.
You got to have an offense to win a Super Bowl.
No, you don't, because they won without one. So you can't say
that
need
was 14 years ago.
No,
I'm talking about today.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about today.
I'm just saying you can't just automatically say because the team looks good one year.
Speaking of looking good,
that they ready to go back and they'll be there for next year in the thick of things.
Speaking of looking good, let's
we talking about what I do look good on it.
No, the halftime show.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about the halftime show.
Okay.
Beyonce.
That was a very awesome halftime show, I must say. I did like to see Beyonce and the girls get back together. Beyonce and them, as I see certain people say. Beyonce and them. I like to see them get back together and do their thing. That was very interesting. It was just crazy that the lights went out as soon as she got off the stage.
She killed it.
That's what happened.
She made the lights go out.
Shut it down.
No, they came back after Jones ran that kickoff back. That's when they came back. That's when the lights went off.
I'm going to be honest, though. Beyonce, I mean, she did her thing, but it wasn't like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel that moment. I didn't feel the wow moment during Beyonce's
Were we watching the same performance?
What else can she do?
I mean, what do you need the girl to do?
It was pretty
Jim
cool.
Want her standing on some elephants. No, she doing backwards flips on some elephants.
Coming out the Raptors.
I agree, Brother King. I think she did real good. I think like the set and the backdrops and all they did when they had her all I don't know, the multiple images of her and all that
on
stuff.
The floor and everything.
Yeah, that was straight.
Yeah,
I think it was real good.
But we've seen that before, though.
Have we?
What do you want? Jim want her on some elephants.
She only
backwards flip.
She only had 7 minutes.
Right.
Come on.
And they couldn't swing her from the Raptors.
That's what I said.
It's not the MTV Awards.
Jim said he wants you to fly down from the moon like the one dude did, and then do your performance after he done did it like that. That's what he's never seen that. Did you see when she was performing upside down? Not in the Super Bowl, but she has that on one of her DVDs. She's performing upside down.
Sorry, I'm not a Beyonce
Blew me
fan.
away.
I have yet to see
I'm not a Beyonce
DVD.
fan like that. But, I have friends that have DVDs. A lot of women have her DVD.
Okay.
And,
it's the friend. Not the personal collection.
No.
You can tell the truth, Michael. You can tell the truth. It's okay.
I'm a big Beyonce fan. I'm not going to lie. But no. I don't have any of her. I had her first CD, which was awesome, but I don't have any of the DVDs. It ain't that serious to me. But when I seen her singing upside down, that was awesome to me. And then she works out. She's my modern day Patti LaBelle. That's what she is in my generation.
I don't know.
Patti LaBelle.
That's saying
Slow
a lot.
down.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot right there.
Slow down, brother.
She's not done yet.
I don't think the vocal ability is on there. They're not in the same stratosphere.
No.
Wow.
vocally, they're not in the same stratosphere.
I agree.
Wow, these
Patti LaBelle can sing anything.
the
Yes.
Obama lovers are hating on Beyonce.
I'm not hating on
Ain't that
Beyonce. I'm just saying
Man.
she don't got Patti LaBelle voice. That's all I said.
I mean,
I like her.
She's one of
She's
the
a very
greatest
good
entertainers,
She's a very
though.
good entertainer. You can say she like Tina Turner.
Yeah.
okay,
Modern day Tina Turner.
whatever. You get the point that I was trying to make. She did a very good job, and I support her. She get kudos. Yellow team go.
You know, I'm
You sure she young?
Yeah. She in your color.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about,
She might
since
be
you're the
without them
conspiracy guy, that you didn't talk about what they talked about after the game, all the Illuminati signs and
don't
all
even
of
bring
that
that
they
up.
were talking about. You didn't mention that.
Don't
as
even
a
bring it up.
conspiracy guy.
I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. What happened?
She threw up the rock.
They-
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
well, a lot
it.
of people were saying that it was the Illuminati sign and that, you know, there was a lot of media coverage over it. I don't really know a whole lot about the rock versus the Illuminati sign or what have you, but it was a little interesting why.
Well, you got to think about it like this. First of all, The Rock is short for Rockefeller. And that's all you got to do is just explain that. And we all know who Rockefeller is. So we all know what he is to the Illuminati. So it's like, okay, obviously that's what she was doing. I mean, she threw up the rock, but what is the rock? Rockefeller. So there you go.
There it is, he says.
There it is. I mean, it's like,
There's no explanation. All right.
Base.
No explanation needed. It is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
it's self-explanatory.
That's his record
said
label.
she said what she was going with.
But
Is that what you're saying?
But go yellow team, right?
she affiliated.
She throws that up all the time, though. Like, that's nothing new.
Exactly. We
All
all know
the time.
She been
Yeah.
sold her soul.
Jay
and all
throws
that.
it up.
He been sold his soul.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mike.
But we still support. If you say that, you still support her. So you
Excuse
support.
me. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Deltas throw the same sign up every time. So
Right,
they
so-
feel like ain't nothing wrong with throwing that sign up. But let me ask you this.
what's the problem?
Is Beyonce a Delta?
She is not.
She is
But
not.
it's not a Delta sign.
Does
It's
Beyonce
a rock.
even have her GED yet? I don't even know.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Does she have it
Uh-oh.
yet? I don't know. I knew
Yeah.
at one
Oh,
point
she
she was
doesn't
trying to
have
get
a-
it.
She was
doesn't have a-
homeschooled.
Really?
Yeah, they
I
all
did not know
finished.
that.
Or so it was said.
Yeah. So was
So it's sad.
Who knows?
I believe at one point that she was
Wow.
trying to get her GED.
Who
though.
knows? I believe. I want to say that she finished.
So you don't really know
All
if
the
she
girls.
got
None of us really know.
Unless Google knows.
Okay. You gonna type in? Does
Google knows
Beyonce
everything.
have a GED?
Google knows everything, man. 407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680 is the number. Let's go ahead and jump on in to the topic tonight. For tonight's topic, we want to kind of reach out to the ladies tonight. We're going to kind of do a two-part little series on what women kind of want in relationships and what men want in relationships. Tonight we're going to focus on the women. So Miss McCrae and Miss Monica are going to take front stage. Hopefully the ladies, 407-894-1680, 407-894-1680. Don't leave them out there by themselves. You know, they are dominated. They are dominated in the studio by men here, but
And Beyonce did not get her GED.
Don't believe that. You can't believe everything that's out there. Beyonce got her GED. You gonna get off my Beyonce?
First
of all,
I'm a Beyonce fan.
the truth is the truth. Is that right, brother?
They just showing that she didn't get it. I mean,
So-
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, 50 Cent never had a job.
No, it ain't nothing wrong with that. And you count them ducats like she counts.
Exactly.
Well, we'll move on from that though. So ladies, what do ladies want from men? What do ladies want out of relationships? I'll give you ladies first crack at this comment. 407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680 is the number. Wow, Miss McCrae, why she's giving me the evil eye in the middle of the day. I guess you don't want to say nothing first. So how about you, Miss Monica?
Me?
What do
Okay.
ladies? What do
I
ladies
can't speak
want?
for every lady because I think some ladies want too much. I will be honest. I think that they are looking for a robot and not a human. But
I agree.
so I cannot speak for all ladies. That's my disclaimer. I think that for many ladies, they are looking for. I mean, of course, this is a Christian radio show, and I'm a Christian, so I'm going to say what I believe as a Christian I would like to have. First and foremost, a God-fearing man, somebody that's going to do right by God, by me, by my family. It's going to love God. It's going to love me like God and describe that they need to. So like the church is going to do what they need to do by their family. It's going to be responsible.
But that sounds like the typical answer. We want to know what you are really looking for, though. Like,
but see, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not the person supposed to be looking. So if I'm not supposed to be looking, then why am I walking around trying to, fill out a checklist of, no, he don't have number 57. He don't have 25. That I don't have any need for that. I don't.
All right, so there's no checklist. 407.
No, I don't believe you should have a checklist.
1680 407-894-1680. There may not be a checklist, but there's gotta be
a standard.
There's gotta be something that if you don't have this, then I can't even talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Which is maybe it's you're not 6 feet, or maybe it's you got to be kind, or I don't know. Maybe
I was shaking part of that.
Maybe you got to be stylish. I don't know, but there's something that he has to have, even for you to even entertain the conversation of whatever.
Well, you have to have a relationship with God. Period. Point blank. In the story. Like, if you have no respect for God, no respect for his laws and rules, if you don't even give tithes and offerings, I don't need to be connected to somebody that's cursed. So it's over at that point. So that's how I feel. I feel if you are fearful of God, everything else will come into place. You should be a kind person. You should be a loving person. You should want to do right by your family. You should want to do all those other things. So that is first and foremost for me, and everything else I can work with, as long as you're not. Well, I do have one thing. I don't want you to be lazy. I'm not taking care of anybody. So, besides that, I can work with you.
What if they smoke cigarettes?
Well, then they're not really, according to my standards. Okay. They are not abiding by God's laws by keeping their temple holy.
Because the Dr. Martin Luther King smoked cigarettes.
Okay, well, yeah. And I would not be dating Dr. Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King wasn't good enough.
Martin Luther King was not good enough.
And Martin Luther King is
he was a good
enough.
man, but I have allergies. So, and I don't want smoke in my house. And so, no, not at all.
If Martin Luther King is not good enough, whew, that's tough.
But no. I mean, I think y'all kind of take it a little too far to the left. Come on now. I mean, it's the thing that the particular behavior I do not personally agree with as being a righteous behavior. So I'm not going to connect myself with someone that does that, because I believe if you're going to connect with somebody, you have to take them for where they are right now. I can't say, he smoked now, but I can change him. Whatever. You're not going to change anybody unless they want to be changed.
Somebody got some sense.
So if he wearing white socks to church,
you can buy him some black socks and say, baby, this is gonna look real good. Wear this today, honey. You look so good with them black socks. And he gonna be encouraged, and next Sunday he gonna wear another pair of my black socks that I bought for him. So that's not a problem.
I like wearing two socks with my dress with my dress pants, my dress shirt.
I'm gonna kindly
my dress
suggest
shoes. I like two socks with my Stacey Adams. That's all I'm trying to say. What's wrong with that?
Sweetie, why don't you try these? Let's try this.
I
got you something.
But see, the white make it pop.
You trying to Michael Jackson it.
The white make that black pop.
But see, they look at us. They look at us because they're going to be like, looking at your wife like, you wrong.
Right. Why you let your man come out the house looking like that?
Ain't nobody let me come nowhere.
You know what? That just shows how much you love that man. That you will walk side by side, hand in hand,
exactly,
with his white socks on.
I'm ready for him to be sharp. Like they be like,
be proud of your boo with his white socks. Be proud of him with his white socks. So they look at his white socks.
White socks in the house.
They
but
so
when he
clean.
Get in the car,
they so
he
clean.
Got to change.
He bleach them every week.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
so you don't believe in trying to, but so it's a certain extent that you can try to change.
Yes, it is about your interest in abiding by God's laws and guidelines, by the Word of God, and being what God is expecting for us to be. And so if you meet within that guideline, I'm all right with you. I'm okay. So and if if He sent you to me, then I'm certainly okay with that. So that's why I'm saying I don't have a specific, you got to only wear, you got, like, there's this gentleman that I met a long time ago. He believed in matching. He had a matching pen, matching shoes, matching suit, matching.
He like to coordinate.
He coordinated all the time.
Like
I'm not saying you got
coordinate.
to always walk around coordinating, and that's silliness. I mean, get real.
So I can be mismatched then. I can have on some plans.
No, I'm just saying I don't have those type of specific qualities that I'm looking for. You can work with anything, like the tube saw. I can work with the tube saw. I can help you. I can try to help you do a little better. But
well, let me ask you this: what if I don't speak good English?
If you don't speak very good English, then we can communicate in a way that will want you to have an interest in speaking more.
Because I see it's a lot
English.
of Mexicans. It's a lot of Spanish descent.
Well, I mean, our jobs as women, I feel, is to be a helpmate. So if my husband is Mexican or whatever language, because there's lots of other people out there that don't speak very good English, then I can encourage him to be a part of the ESOL programs. I can help him with whatever he needs.
But he can't wear the tube socks to the ESOL program.
He can wear tube socks wherever else he wants.
But he will not be wearing tube socks consistently to church. She can work with everything else.
But not the tube socks.
It's about making sure he's a part of you. He is part of your body now. So you want to make sure that he represents you as well as represents himself, and to the best of his ability.
And I'm glad you said that. That brings up my point.
Hold on one second, Mr. King. One second.
I know, why is this the Monica?
This is turning into
because I wanted to switch it around.
There's a lady in the building that is so quiet.
I want to know what would she be willing to change about herself though?
Absolutely.
Because that's where. Hold on now. That's why I find the problem is with a lot of females. They want to do this changing about you, and you can't do this and you can't do that. But when they come down to hold on now, you can't do this and you can't do that, and I don't want you to wear this. It's he trying to control me and he trying to run my life type thing.
But see, that's the thing. That's how you hear it. She's trying to change these things. She's not trying to change you. She's trying to make you better. So when you don't want to accept being better, then you may need to take a look at yourself to see why you think that your stuff don't stink and you're just the best, that you don't want to improve.
The point I'm making is the other way around.
Hold on.
We're talking about your change.
Hold on, Mr.
We're not talking about his change.
I would be willing if he came to me.
Miss Monica, hold on, Mr. King. Now, it has been well documented Mr. King is not big on relationships.
Right, exactly.
That is
He's
so
like
not true.
he got the control radar.
Anti-relationship.
So hold on, Mr. King. Before we get too far, remember,
Micah.
Remember, Mr. King, the show is about what women want, Mr. King. So that's what we want to talk about.
No.
We want to talk about the issues with men. Men can talk about their issues next week. Tonight, let's focus on the things
we still gonna clear it up. I am not against relationships.
I can't tell.
Okay, excuse me.
Sounds like there's a lot of.
I was the one giving you relationship advice.
What?
Okay.
Who?
Both of y'all. What? Yes. Don't make me go there.
We'll move on. 407-894-1680. 407-894-1680.
But the question was, J-Real, what do women want?
Yes.
And I can't tell you what every woman wants.
That's
I can tell
fine.
you what Monica wants.
Well, what about Miss McCrae?
So what does Miss?
Can I hear from Miss McCrae?
Because Miss McCrae doesn't want to talk. She didn't left me out.
I'm listening. No, I'm.
Miss
I don't
McCrae,
want you to listen. I want you to
She
comment,
want a man
Miss
with something
McCrae.
that she can grab on.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
You're like a thick man.
Okay. I can't.
We don't need to stop.
What's up, Miss McCrae?
Stop the whole
Talk
show.
to us,
and
Miss
pray.
McCrae.
Look, okay.
Pray for him.
What I found, and I have a lot of female friends, married, single, in relationships, dating, all these things. You can have all your lists and standards, but it's the intangible things. It's the things that you can't put down on a piece of paper, like chemistry. It's a connection. If you don't have those things, he can be everything you need him to be on paper. But when you guys are together and it's not those butterflies, it's not a spark, it's not something that makes you want to take it further, then that piece of paper, those standards mean nothing. So what I've learned is when looking for a partner, you say, okay, you have your standards, you know what you like, what will attract you, but it's those intangible things that matter the most.
Give me an example of intangible. I'm a guy. I'm kind of slow.
Right. I know. I know. And learning that sometimes you do have to spell it out for y'all. Bless your hearts.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, was that a?
No, that's not a diss.
That sound like it.
A little bit. It sounds.
We communicate.
You admitted that you were a little slow, though.
I said I was slow.
You
I
a
didn't
little
say
slow.
men.
You a
You
little
just
slow.
gonna say, well, you know, men.
But I'm just
That's
saying.
just knowing men.
So,
Sound a
sometimes
little bitter.
our no, I'm not bitter. The way we communicate is different. That's all it means. We have to communicate better.
Different as in what? Too much?
No, sometimes not enough.
I think just being
No, I'm talking about
upfront-
y'all communicate too much.
No, y'all don't communicate enough.
Women are communicators.
All
There's
the time.
nothing you could do about, sometimes they repeat themselves because you don't really listen the very first time.
Right.
That's one thing as well. Why
We be
women-
listening. We just don't be paying attention.
See,
Okay, well, that's
See?
not really listening.
what I'm talking
That's
about.
hearing the
That's
noise.
hearing.
That's not listening.
And that's all it be is noise. You said it right on
well,
the
you
head.
know what?
That
When you
noise.
marry a
Hey,
woman,
the-
you marry everything
the-
it comes with, which
that's
is
why
the
you-
noise, the
that's why-
listening,
that's why I was
the
talking.
whole pie.
The whole
You marry the
package.
whole pie.
Miss Martha, the Bible say faith comes by hearing.
Well, hear it. Well, silly. Hear it for real. Don't just hear it for real. Okay, you gain the faith because you've actually listened here. that was bad English, y'all.
Listen
But
here.
listen
Okay,
here. Yes,
We're not going.
you have really truly
Ebonics.
heard. Yes, you
You-
have really
you
truly
hear.
heard.
There
Sorry.
we go. We used
See,
it twice.
truly heard. Leave me alone. You have heard exactly, and you've taken it into your spirit,
Okay.
and then you've activated it and put it into fruition.
No,
Not just rah, 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 rah. That's not really listening, and that's
no,
not
it's
hearing.
not.
It's not.
Well, we try, but y'all just sometimes feed a lot of information at one time.
I mean, yeah.
You
I
can
mean,
tell them slow down.
yeah,
So what I'm hearing
some-
you
some of
saying
y'all-
right now.
Some of y'all
is this.
talk faster than a Pentium 4 processor. Hold on.
That's all
I
you gotta say.
haven't upgraded yet.
Well, you know what? I mean, you tell me,
Can I
Miss
get my shoe off?
McCray, if
I
they
get my left
told
shoe off
you
first?
it's too much information, would you stop and make sure they understood the
Yes.
first part? Why don't you all say, stop for just a second?
The look
I'm
on my
still
face
trying to
don't mean
understand.
like hold. The look on my face.
Exactly.
The look on my
Like,
face don't
really?
mean like hold on. I'm just trying to get the work off my mind first.
Exactly. Like majority of the women that I know, they don't tell you to stop. They just act like they heard you and be like, okay, I just went along
Well,
with
then
it. 'cause
that
I
means
thought
we
that's
all
what you
need to
said.
work on our communication skills, right?
That can be the key
Okay.
to a lot of
That could be the
relationships.
key.
Okay.
407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680 is the number. So what you're telling me then? So there's no standard is what you're trying to say. So there's no standard that you need. He could be anything. For Miss Monica, Miss Monica say in her world,
My world.
in her world, as
I'm
long
extraterrestrial.
as no, you're not extraterrestrial, not at all, Miss Monica. You're very down to earth, very down
Thank
to
you.
earth.
I appreciate that.
Very down to earth. So, but as far as what she would say, let's say, she says if you're God fearing, that's the key, and then she can work with everything else. So you might be
Pigeon-toed.
pigeon-toed. Yeah, you might be pigeon-toed.
Hey,
That's fine.
If God sends me a pigeon-toed man, come on and pigeon-toe right over here.
Okay.
That's all right.
It doesn't. So it don't even matter what
Yes,
you
I
look
can
like,
lay hands on
as
the
long
sick and it
as you
shall
God
recover.
fearing. Is that right?
He will not be pigeon-toed
Get it,
for
boo.
very long.
Let me ask you this now.
Pigeon
Let me ask you this now.
She gonna heal it.
So what if your
gonna heal his
pigeon-toed man
pigeon-toed.
Why
is a little bit shorter than you?
If he's short, if that is what God sent me, hey, I mean, I'm short. I'm very
That's
short.
why I asked.
I'm 5 feet, y'all. For those of you that have never met me, I
That's
mean,
a short
hey,
man. 4'11".
that is. It's a
That
very
is a
short man.
short man.
I would
That's a
prefer
midget,
someone
ain't
a little longer, a little taller, you
Yeah.
know, because my children would be very short if that is the case.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna give y'all a step
know.
ladder for y'all wedding present.
no, we don't receive that.
go-
we gonna pray, and
ain't
y'all
gonna
gonna
be-
pray
ain't-
with me.
ain't gonna be
touch
nothing
and
in the
agree.
top cabinets
He's
in the
gonna
house.
be taller than 5 feet.
I'll
'Cause
let-
that's
Hey,
a mess.
the whole top of the house, top half of the house gonna be empty.
See,
Y'all got a lot of space.
What happened to touching and agreeing?
But
He's
you
gonna
know
be taller
what?
than 5 feet.
But you know what?
I can't get no help.
I'll admit I do discriminate on height. I'm 5'9", and when I rock heels, I'm like 6 feet. So I have passed over really nice people who have just been. I could put my elbow on his head, and that just didn't.
Now you see,
He
I'm
looked like
complete
my
opposite.
child.
I love tall women. I don't know
Most
why.
shorter men. do.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not
that's-
short. I'm vertically challenged.
Well,
so
okay.
Okay.
I'm not-
We're just a
I-
little
I re-
pride about that, though.
I
We're a little proud
rebuke
about
that. It's
thing.
not proud. It's just that's what's going on. It's an element.
You're shorter.
I'm
You're
bold.
taller than me. So,
Exactly.
you know.
So I'm looking
But that's
down
right.
at you, Shawty.
That's
But
well,
I am
that's
bow-legged,
okay.
so I have an excuse.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm very bow-legged. But I don't understand why that would stop you from dating a man just because you're taller than him. Like,
Well, like I said, everybody's got
just
some
my
kind of
thing.
standard, you know.
I think
you gotta
that's
have a
an
standard.
insecurity person.
No, it's not.
Gotta have a standard, man. No matter who
Sounds
you
a
are,
little
you gotta have a
insecure.
standard.
It's not an insecurity at all.
It's just a
It's
preference.
just a preference.
It's a preference.
So what about dating outside of your race?
I'm open.
Long as he taller than you.
Yeah.
And long as he got God in his heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My I cannot deal with. I would prefer, or let's say my deal breakers are he needs to be educated. Educated, not an alcoholic, drugs,
See, Miss Monica don't care about none of that. I like
bad
Miss Monica
finance.
better.
No, I didn't say he could be a drug addict. I mean,
abusive.
you're real now.
I graduated from third grade and dropped out.
He could have a
You don't-
drug problem and still have the fear of God on his life.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
he need
what
to be
got him off the
delivered.
drug.
But
Okay.
that could be something he
He could
working
be
on.
delivered.
Hey, we all sin to
I
come
want him
short
to
of the
be
glory of
delivered.
God. Some people working on a drug
want him to
addiction.
be
Some people working on
delivered.
an alcohol problem.
We
Some of them
fall
work.
down.
Some of us working on not having too many ladies. You know what I'm saying?
I would rather for him to be delivered.
See, I need to be
That's my
delivered from
preference.
speeding.
Okay.
But some people have some other
can touch
problems
and
that
agree on
that you might be put in his life for to help him. Hold on.
Hold
To
on.
help him now.
Hold on.
Huh?
Get delivered
Yes.
from these worldly
Stop
ways.
it.
Okay.
Maybe that is
Stop.
why you are in his life.
That maybe is
Maybe
why God
you
sent
are
him
his
your way.
guardian angel.
Uh-huh.
See, sister, don't run
silly.
from the mission. Go to the mission
Go to the mission.
with the pail of water.
But at the
pail
same time,
of
it
water.
also says to
Make
be
sure you got ice.
equally yoked. So if he weigh on
Equally.
this side
Thank you.
and I'm right here,
Uh-huh.
that's not equally yoked. We cannot walk in agreement. So
But
that
see,
would
that's
not-
what. But see, that's why you start off as friends.
Bringing it out.
I seen a TV show called Friends.
Friends.
It was Joey.
Y'all go
Uh-huh.
to hell.
Oh, don't get me started. But it was a TV show called Friends, and you start off as
It was a
friends,
secular
Hold on,
TV
listen.
show,
and then
first
you
of all.
grow. I don't know any gospel shows that come on TV
I know, we
shows
need to
like
create
Friends.
some. We need to
You know
create
what? That is
some
true.
good
I see so
gospel
much on
shows.
TBN, but I don't see no actually TV shows like that. That'd be really something interesting. Thank you.
Yeah,
You
we
gave me an
should.
idea.
Yeah, go with it.
I'm pat-
The whole
I'm-
world
I'm
knows, but
copyrighting
you
that.
better
It's
hurry up.
copyright that.
Yeah, that's already. I'm on the internet right now.
407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680 is the number. We're asking the real simple question. What are women looking for? That's the question that's being asked. What are women looking for? I see we have a caller. How you doing tonight, caller? Oh, we don't have a caller.
he's
Oh, he's
still
on the
screening
phone
the
still.
call.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. He's screening the call. My bad. So, yeah, that's the question we're asking. 407-894-1680. 407-894-1680. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. They distracted me here. I'm trying to hear what y'all trying to say. Yes. Some of the things that I found, I was doing some research. Some of the things that I found that they say attract women to men. One was height. Miss McCrae talked about height. Okay. And some of the things that they say about height, Miss McCrae, they say it provides a sense of security. It's comfort. It says comfort, which is very attractive to women. Being taller is also a dominant trait, which is attractive. They say it says ultimately, if you are short, but can provide that feeling of security and comfort, it says you can kind of make up for your loss of height. That's what they say relative to height, Miss
So
McCrae.
if he's kind of scared.
So that's one opinion. But I see we do have this caller on the line, so let me get her on the line. How you doing, Alicia? Alicia? No, I guess.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. How you
Hi.
doing, Alicia? What's your comment
Hey.
tonight?
Well, my comment is that you can be saved, Christian, filled with the Holy Spirit, and you still can be unevenly yoked with a Christian man or a woman.
Yes.
So it's very important for us to acknowledge that just because a young man is saved does not mean that he is the right saved young man for you, vice versa.
Amen.
Well, let me ask you this, Alicia. Are you married or single at this time?
Yes, I'm married.
So before you was married, before you met your husband, the day that y'all met, did he approach you, or did you say something to him, or did y'all bump into each other, or how did the magic actually happen?
It was like we bumped into each other. It was like we bumped into each other, and I had to say hello first. I had to say hello first.
Mm-hmm. I admire that, because most women would be like, well, I looked at you, and you should have seen me looking at you.
I know.
And that's why.
I was in your vicinity.
Right. You didn't notice that I was.
All this was sitting next to you. You couldn't say nothing.
So, Alicia, I really do admire that about you, that you stepped it up and spoke. I mean, and that's all that it took. It just, you didn't, try to put the moves on them. You just spoke, correct?
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, being a Christian woman, we always are taught that when a man findeth a wife, and things like that. But we should be approachable. Sometimes, as a Christian woman, we carry ourselves so well that a man will actually think that we're married.
That is so true.
And
get intimidated. Because a lot of women don't think that men get intimidated, but like you say, beautiful words, y'all carry yourselves so well that it intimidates a man to want to step up to the plate and be the man that you actually deserve.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate your comment, Luisha. Thank you for calling.
Yes. Yeah,
God bless y'all.
God bless you too.
Yes,
407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680. Go ahead, Miss Monica.
That word intimidating bothers me. I have heard that all my life. Dudes say, I didn't come up to you because you intimidate me. That doesn't sit right. I need you to.
You wouldn't understand.
I need you to man up and step. What is?
You wouldn't understand. It's just like when I.
What is so hard with saying hello?
Right.
How are you?
The same thing.
You know what it is?
Same thing with women.
What it is.
But where I'm coming from, these are guys that have said, I didn't talk to you because you intimidated me.
You were scared.
I was scared. That's the word.
No,
scared, not intimidated.
Well,
Scared and intimidated, two different things.
Well, that's what I've been scared.
No, men don't get scared.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, y'all do.
Okay,
You're
hold on.
intimidated, therefore you're fearful to respond.
Fearful.
The bass is in my voice. Okay,
Scared.
respect the bass in my voice. Okay, like I was saying, men don't get scared. Okay, little boys get scared.
Okay.
Men, we don't get scared. We step up to the challenge unless it's God's gift to a man, which is woman, and that has always been intimidating. From the beginning of time. From the beginning of time.
I don't think anybody called
the
that.
book of Micah. Right.
I'm just letting you know.
In his own world over
I'm
there.
just letting you know. From the beginning of time, you got to think.
Right.
Nothing is here. That is so very true. Thank you for acknowledging that. But from the beginning of time, women are here for a man, and that is always intimidated man from Adam and Eve. Like that's just how it goes.
You're supposed to be the priest anyway. Why would you ever be intimidated by the woman that God has given you? That doesn't really
because you
make
carry carry yourself so well.
And here's the thing about that, and I'll use a Chris Rock, analogy that he used a few years ago in one of his stand-up specials. For women, right? Mm-hmm. You've been saying yes, if you will, or saying no, if you will, all your life. Okay, because in essence, every man you meet is trying to find out something about you for the most part. Mm-hmm. Okay, it may be that was his initial intention if he said hello, for the most part. Okay, especially single women.
Okay. For
a man, he's used to hearing the word no for most of his life. Because for the most part, if he asks 1,000 women, most of those women are going to say no. He go up to 1,000 women and say, can I go out with you? Or, tries to go out with you. Most of those women are going to say no. Right. So the intimidation comes from the idea that he's used to the idea that more than likely you're going to say no. And so sometimes I'm sure there are men that get to that point where, it's like, I ain't in the mood for it today.
Yeah, she got her stuff together. Look at her. Think she all that. She probably wants somebody with a PhD in neuroscience or something.
Exactly.
So then you just don't even try.
I got
Yes.
She think I'm nobody with my bachelor's degree.
It may not be that day.
I just got a bachelor's.
It's like applying for credit.
It may not be that day.
It's like
may not be
applying
that
for
day.
a credit card. It's like, you know what? I know my credit ain't good. I ain't gonna get approved. So what am I applying for the credit card for?
Right.
You know,
That doesn't show any initiative.
At all.
That's probably why he's still
especially if you kind of been checking her out, and you be like, well, dang, she didn't go, brother, riding in the Beamer. You know what I'm saying? Got a good job. She ain't paying no attention to him. What she want me for? You know what I'm saying?
That's how I'm telling you. Like, it's like this. You working at a job. You ask the person, hey, you know, I work at the Gap. You want to save $15 on your Gap apparel. You want to sign up for this card, and then people look at you like, you know, I would sign up.
That you're good enough.
But
Okay.
I already know my credit score like a 30. And I ain't talking about DMV score. I'm talking about my credit score is a 30.
I can't even get bread on credit.
I can't even get bread on credit. So it's like, you know, why am I going to go? Why am I even trying?
I'll throw it back to the beginning of the show. I know I got on my suit with my white socks.
With my white, I know, yeah. I got my suit on with my white socks. You know what I'm saying?
It may not be the time.
I had enough money to get the suit, but I'm waiting for next week to get the socks. You know what I'm saying? I got my pants a little long, so hopefully she don't see the socks. Because the Stacey Adams is gleaming now. They gleam.
Oh, that's even worse. The Stacey
penny
Adams
is in the front.
The penny is in the penny.
I got the shiny penny in the front.
Oh my God.
So I know she ain't gonna like that. Cause brother in here with the Versace, and she looking at him crazy.
I got my Usher Boy gloves hanging from the front of my jacket.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do?
Usher Boy gloves.
That's all I'm saying.
And it's
You are
it's not about
secure
being scared.
within yourself. And you take the
make sure your
initiative.
pants down so low she
be
can't
as-
see your socks, and you make
step
the
to
move.
her
You can
with
be as secure as you wanna
confidence.
be.
You
I'm gonna
come
say
with
this right
confidence. It don't matter.
But according to you, what if I stepped you with confidence with my high school diploma?
I'm gonna have to.
Now I just said high school diploma. You don't know what I do for a living, though.
Right. Well, see,
I mean, there's been lots of people with high school diplomas that own Fortune 500.
and see
That's
here's my thing. When I say educated, okay, if you're educated, your earning potential is high. We have a caller.
Hi, Pastor Sellers.
Hi, how you doing, Monica?
Good.
How you doing tonight, Pastor?
How you doing, Pastor Sellers?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
We're doing
all
good.
right.
Hi.
Wonderful.
Now, I know, Pastor, you're calling in to tell us about an event you got going on.
Yes.
Yes. Well, first, did you want to comment on anything tonight, Pastor? I don't know if you've been listening or if you just called in.
Oh, I don't want to say too much tonight. I want you to come tomorrow night to hear me.
All right. Well, tell us about what you got going on tomorrow night, Pastor.
Tomorrow night, we're starting our singles session, our Kingdom Bible session for singles only. If you're not a single, you can't come to this event. And we're all excited about it. It's something that God has given us, and I'm really excited because He would give it to me this year to do because February the 8th, my husband and I will be celebrating 44 years of marriage.
Oh,
Wow,
Congratulations.
yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, that is, isn't it? I'm feeling
blessing.
wonderful about it because I decided not to accept who I chose for me. I accepted who God chose for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm still married. So we give the Lord praise. But every first Wednesday at 7:00, we would like to ask you to join us at the Ace Faith Kingdom Church on Monetary Drive, 7215A, at 7:00 because we're going to be in deep discussion about what God has to say for us. We know that we're in the world, but we're not of the world. But God has a special plan for singles and married couples, and we need to know what His will is so that we can represent the kingdom on earth.
All right now, Pastor.
So every first Wednesday, singles night. Every second Wednesday is couples night, and you can't come to that unless you are married because the couples need help. They need to know where they went wrong and how they can last. So everybody is excited about the wedding. Everybody is excited about the engagement, but nobody really talks about the marriage and what is expected in the marriage and the times where you have the good and the bad and the indifferent. Nobody helps you to go through those times. So I'm coming to kind of help them go through those rough times so that they can stay together. And anything they want to ask me, anything they want to know, I'm a very open person and very transparent. They certainly can. But I'm excited about tomorrow night, talking with the singles, getting them before they get involved, getting them before they say I do, on the other side of I do. So I'm really, really excited. God has given me a lot of things to talk to them about, and they'll have time to ask questions and anything they need to know or want to know. We're going to be there. Not only will I be there, but my husband will be there as well. So it's going to be very exciting.
Awesome, Pastor. Awesome. We thank you for calling in and telling us about that, Pastor.
I appreciate you for allowing me to. And I don't want you to forget now, it's 7215A Monetary Drive, Orlando, Florida, 32809. Our telephone number is 407-412-6213. And I would love to have you guys to come if you can.
All right. We appreciate that.
All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to announce.
You're welcome, Pastor. Have a good evening now.
Thank you.
I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hear the Holy Ghost saying some elevation in this group. God is getting ready to elevate some people in this group this year. This is your year. This is your signature year. And God's going to favor you, and you're going to know it's God because he's going to open doors. And I hear the Lord say some doors that were shut, he's getting ready to open them because you're ready now to walk into them. So we give God praise for you and thank you and have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
We receive that.
We receive all of that.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen to that.
So hopefully y'all can come. I know I'm going. It's going to be
awesome.
Just
I know Miss Monica is a member down there.
Yes, I
so
am.
It's every first Wednesday for the rest of the year. Is that the idea?
Well, it's until the Lord says the same. I'm not quite sure how long, and Pastor has mentioned that God unctioned her to start this. He hasn't said exactly how long it's going to last. Okay. At least a few months, I'm sure. But the first, you'll definitely hear about it if it has stopped. I don't plan on it stopping. I think people are gonna be. It's gonna be awesome, y'all. Pastor has so much wisdom. But every first Wednesday, at 7 p.m. is for the singles, all the singles ladies, all the single fellas, and on the second Wednesday is all the married couples.
All right. And Pastor Sellers is right. I don't know if you have been down to the church, but she will certainly tell you what is on her mind.
Yes. As one
and we love you for that, Pastor. Yeah, we love you, Pastor Sellers.
As one of the mothers says, Pastor Sellers tells you there's a fly on the wall. Even if you don't see it, there is a fly on the wall. So she's the truth, y'all. So come by and see Ace Faith.
All right, 407-894-1680 is the number, 407-894-1680. Like I said, we've been asking what do women want from men has been the question all night. A couple other things I saw, ladies, and I'll let you kind of comment on. I was looking at this list. It's called itself sort of a summary of 100 things that women are looking for. And one of those things, of course, is wealth. What do you think about wealth? Does wealth matter, or you willing to work with him on his way up, or you need to find him in the middle, or what's the deal on that?
You know, and to follow up on a comment Jeremy made before when I talked about education, when you're educated, your income, your potential for income is higher. Now, if you just have a high school degree and you have your own business, or you're in a profession where this will sustain you and give you good benefits, we're talking about the future. Mm-hmm. I just don't want anybody who has to hustle. And don't get me wrong with the word hustle. Hustle meaning working paycheck to paycheck, pennies to pennies.
Right, struggling.
You know, like us, we all struggling. Hold on, we're not where we want to be right now, and there's a hustle within us to do more. What I'm talking about is when you have education, your opportunities are a little bit greater. It's already harder to get a job now being educated. So can you imagine not being educated?
Now, to be honest with you, some would say being educated right now is almost a little more of a disadvantage because there's more jobs out there right now for people who don't necessarily have a lot of education. And it may take a little hustling. You might have two jobs, getting a hustle to be making a good amount of change. And, depending on how your fiscal responsibility is, you might not be living paycheck to paycheck.
How rare?
Not as rare as you think. Not as rare as you think. Let me say that. Not saying it's not rare, but it's not as rare as you think.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stick with education.
Does that mean bachelor's degree or better?
At least, I mean,
Jesus don't want no bona fide hustling.
I dig your hustle. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the hustle, but
no hustlers allowed.
I'm just saying.
I like that. She's like, I'm still.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm going with door number one.
I'm keeping it real.
Wealth is interesting. I feel like if you are not where you want to be, you at least need to have something to show for what you have done. If you are a 30-plus-year-old man and you have worked since you were 16 and you don't have a savings account, that's a problem. Because that means you don't know how to manage your money. How are you going to take care of a family? So
let me
raise
interject.
your hand.
Let me interject. Because my savings accounts ain't stacked, but my family don't miss no meals. Let me interject.
Okay.
Because sometimes savings gets wiped out because you can't, you don't always have control over everything. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say that.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying,
everybody ain't financially responsible,
right?
In their 20s and their late 20s, especially when you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But if you are looking for somebody, then you need to have it together.
Well, sometimes you
can't
ain't
be
looking.
saying,
sometimes
I'm
you just
looking,
fall in your lap.
I want a wife and I want somebody to take care of me. No, boo, that's not gonna work. I'm not taking care of you. So,
well, see, that's the same thing that Alicia was saying, that she wasn't looking for her husband. They just bumped into each other and it just happened.
Okay.
So I mean, it ain't like most men, well, most intelligent men, they really don't look for somebody unless they have the car, the job, the apartment type situation.
Right.
And that's when they feel like, okay, now that intimidation factor that I had at once, it's not all the way completely gone, but it's more minute than what it would be if I didn't have the car, the job, and the apartment. You know, if I was staying with mom but had a car and a job, I'm still kind of like, I don't want to approach her because I don't want to tell her this, that, and the third. Or if I had the car and the apartment but I'm looking for a job, that adds more intimidation. It's just, you rarely have a female that will approach a man and be like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? I'm so-and-so. So y'all really don't have the understanding of how it feels. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Jerry, you're distracting. But no, I just feel, at least, from my standpoint, if I am in a position where I'm doing very well, I don't want to have to carry anybody I don't want my circumstance to be worse being married.
See, and that's how you can miss your blessing, sister.
I don't want it to be worse.
Well,
if it's a blessing, it's not going to be worse.
I would not disagree with you. Now, you are in a unique position, so I understand that. I'm not saying you supposed to just go grab in and everything. I'm gonna pray for him and we gonna make it. You are supposed to be wise about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I understand that. I don't expect you to just go grab any little old thing.
And also too, though, it also depends on where you are, because if you're 20 and you're looking, your mindset is a whole lot different when you're 35.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're looking, and when you're 40 and you're looking, you know, because at that point in the game, obviously you may have achieved a lot. And so now that man that you potentially are looking for or waiting for, if you will, now he's going to have to be, generally speaking, at least where you are, or better, in order to even, have that conversation. Which, again, it becomes another intimidation factor because, I may, if you got the car and the house and maybe I just got the apartment, then I'm intimidated because I know you got a car and a house, and it's not so much that, so that's an intimidation factor because you could potentially be looking at me like, well, all you got is an apartment.
But
but if you have the savings to be able to buy a house,
right,
you just haven't gotten one.
Then
that's different.
If you're saying, I'm gonna say, hold on,
I got to be having some money in my pocket, basically.
Right.
That's what she's saying.
That's what she basically
if you have an apartment,
that's what I'm saying. Just say you got to be having some money.
If you have an apartment,
have it together.
But you're saying, it's just me right now. I don't need this house. I don't need a lot of space. I don't need a mortgage right now.
Men don't need a house.
That's different because if I needed to put it down for my family, I could purchase this house. So that's different when you're talking about an apartment and house and
let me ask you this, because I noticed that a lot more younger men who maybe have financial aid or whatever the reason that they are being, in the financial situations that they're in, are becoming more popular with older women. So how do y'all feel about dating a younger male?
I think you have to still have there are some younger males that are mature and have very similar, I guess, emotional maturity. For me, emotional maturity is the thing. I'm not going to be nobody's mama. I don't need to, explain to you certain things. But if you are wise in your age, you handle yourself well, and, you just happen to be younger, then that's fine as long as you are emotionally mature and can handle a marriage. Because it's the real deal. It's not, playing
we haven't
games.
Even gotten to marriage yet.
Even a relationship.
We on the third day.
Well, I'm a marriage counselor. So
still trying to find out if we like each other.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, even that.
Can you cook?
You can be.
Answer that question.
All right, I'll back it up. Okay, sorry about
Can
that.
you make
Hold on. We'll get in that next week.
But I'm just saying, being able to, emotionally handle a relationship, period, a friendship.
So
period.
age don't matter. So I can be if you're 27, I can be 23, and as long as I got everything together, we good.
If you are emotionally mature and handle yourself well,
and I'm 5'2".
Because I know some older men who don't have it together emotionally too.
Right.
So
exactly,
age, you gotta be looking at the individual.
Yeah.
So if I'm 6'2", Miss McCray,
and you got a child your mind like a child.
No, and I'm 23 and I'm maturing. But I got my financial aid on point.
First of all,
I would have to get over the financial aid.
Right.
You don't know where my money coming from.
Financial aid.
You don't know where my money coming from.
Check in the mail.
Financial aid
School
check.
check.
Cash every semester.
Every semester. I'm straight. I'm good.
Every semester.
Are you good?
No.
You know about September.
I gotta go buy some
Exactly.
books
You're gonna be good
when I
for
go
the
get
rest
the
of the year.
groceries.
I ain't worried about that. I get food stamps too. Okay, I'm in school, so them
Because
books.
guess what?
eating.
That financial aid needs to be paid back.
Right.
Sorry,
Yes.
financial aid and a loan, two different things. My financial
What?
aid
You're
never
talking
had
about
to get paid.
scholarships and
You're
grants.
talking about scholarship and
Okay.
grants.
I had
Financial
financial
aid
aid.
is
He just said
loans.
financial aid.
I just said financial
We ain't
aid.
going into no detail. That don't
Exactly.
matter. That's
That ain't none of your
irrelevant.
business.
That's irrelevant.
You all in my wallet.
No.
I'm taking care of you. We eating good.
That's all that
We
matters.
ain't on the bus.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm talking about. All you know is I get FAFSA.
You ain't lying.
That's all you know.
Exactly.
So if I'm 23, my FAFSA is on point.
That's right. And
I got on.
At Christmas time when that bonus money comes through, we take them books back.
I'm good.
You not gonna complain about the gifts then?
And I'm getting a degree. I'm in school.
There you go.
Not.
But I'm 5'8".
Mr. Cray said that's gonna be a problem, bro.
That's a problem.
Okay, well, what if I wear Tim's every day?
To make you a little bit taller.
Exactly.
With extra tube socks.
And I got on black
Yeah,
socks.
exactly. Extra two socks.
Extra two.
That's gonna give me about another inch.
No.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just some women just got too many standards.
No.
Just go. I'm gonna miss your blessing.
Gonna miss your blessing.
Waiting on Shaq.
Exactly. That's it.
But I think at the same time, I mean, I know two of y'all are married, and
I'm soon to be.
You have children.
Okay.
We gonna see.
Speak that into there, are we?
Lord
All right
Jesus.
now.
When that
Alrighty
happens,
now.
it's gonna be something interesting.
It's
but
the sun
I'm
is
be on
gonna
the
fall.
front row. Shouting that out. Thank you, Jesus.
Please invite me.
I know. I got really. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna be the actual live show of Real Family Talk.
Micah King's wedding.
We are at the wedding.
And we gonna go live.
He actually did walk down the
live.
aisle.
Whoever this
We're live.
woman is. Oh my God.
Ring bearer walking down the aisle right now.
What do you think is gonna happen? Well, I think they're gonna blitz on this part. That's the only way he's going down.
I lost my train of thought.
Right. Messing with
I ain't worried about y'all. I'm gonna find somebody that love me for me.
And that's all. That's all that matters.
That's
I
it.
remember now.
She
I remember
she
now
gonna
because it's
cook.
almost time to go.
She ain't gonna worry about my socks. She ain't gonna worry about my height. She ain't gonna worry about how much money I got in my pocket because she gonna have her own money. So it's like, well, I got my money, so what I'm worried about his money for?
There you go.
Now, would you all tell your daughters, let's say you have daughters,
you two have daughters,
to lower their standards to get a man? Would you accept that?
This ain't on black men. It's about women.
No,
and we only got.
No.
We only got.
I'm gonna be honest. We need to do this. We need to hold on.
You need to train her.
This is true,
So that
but
she's
I'm gonna deal with.
not-
I'm gonna deal with it next week. Cause be honest, I ain't got the time to answer that question.
Okay.
I ain't got the time to answer.
We're gonna
All right.
We
table.
only got like a minute left. So.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we got a
table
minute
that
left.
discussion.
We got 3 minutes left. We doing good.
Oh, okay.
Can you do it in 3 minutes, brother?
No.
Next week. Okay.
That
Because
would
I
have
think
to,
that's. Oh no.
that would have to
we got
happen
less
next
than
week.
that. Okay.
This is 1680 AM WOKB. We're wrapping down the show here tonight. We want to thank everybody for listening. Ladies, thank you for kind of taking the forefront here. Don't worry, you're gonna put us on blast next week. We're gonna address the questions what men want, and you guys can kind of give us your opinion on how crazy what we say is, or whatever it is that you think about our comments next week. So just real quick, we want to check out the website realfamilytalk.weebly.com. Check out us. Check out the Facebook Real Family Talk. We're also on Twitter, Real Family Talk as well. So find us on the internet, search us, listen to the past shows on YouTube. We just thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next week, 9 p.m. This is your host, J Real, signing off.
WOKB, Winter Garden, Orlando.